Let me say something really blunt, but it changed my life when I figured it out. Your life is not random, it is patterned. Everything that happens to you, through you, is because of a pattern. I figured this out, and it's definitely changed my life, and I would like to share it with you. So to start with, you need to see the pattern. You need to recognize where these patterns come from. They can be generational, they can be in the moment, they can be quite new, but there will be some sort of pattern. If you're not happy in life where you are at the moment, you'll be there because it's a pattern. It's like the law of cause and effect. So there's something that's happened that's brought you to this point, and if you're not happy, then you need to go back to that cause and change it to make a different effect. You then need to feel, you need to understand the emotion of what brought you there, why you're not feeling happy where you are, what it was that you were thinking at the time, perhaps, what you were feeling, what you were going through. Again, that's another pattern that brings you to it. And then you've got to be honest with it. You've got to be honest with yourself. You've got to confront any kind of fears that you have around changing this pattern, or admitting or taking accountability for how you got there. Lots of different, big one for me, relationships. You've got to face what it is. I understand that I attracted myself into these places because of things inside of me that I was feeling, lack of worth, lack of self-esteem, things like that attracted me to these bad relationships. It's not all on the other person. Yes, they treat you badly, but you kind of allow it to some degree. Okay. So by facing it, you confront your fear, and once you confront your fear, that's a big one. Then you can have more understanding around it. When you know what it is, when you've seen it, when you felt it, and when you faced it, then you can start to shift it. You shift how you feel for a start. You change your state of being, you change your chemistry, your makeup inside of you. You decide that you're not going to live like that anymore. You're going to change the patterns that have got you to this place. You're going to put in boundaries. You're going to raise your standards. You're going to walk away from situations and people that no longer serve you. And you really have got to be honest, because especially if you're an empath, the people that are in your life, usually they need you to some degree. They feed off of you in a way, and I don't always mean that in a nasty way. Some people are desperately in low vibration and they can't see a way out, and they see you floating and you're quite buoyant and happy, and they're trying to grab you because they're sinking and they don't know what else to do. Sometimes you've got to literally walk away from that situation. Somebody told me a great analogy, and let me try and find it. Not about the oxygen mask, but you've got to build the lifeboat, and you get in the lifeboat first, and you've got to then you can pull people in. You don't push people in the lifeboat before you get in. Does that make sense? I think I've got it right. I don't know where it's from, don't know who said it, but it made a lot of sense to me. And I think I'm at that point now. I am in the lifeboat and I'm willing to help people in. Whereas before, I was in the water, splashing around, drowning quite a lot and trying to shove other people in. And where did that get me? Underneath quite a lot, probably with a lot of sharks. I've swum with a lot of sharks, definitely. So you've got to shift. You've got to shift that state. You've got to get yourself into a position where you're strong enough to get in that boat, take a deep breath, and then you can live it. You've decided the changes that you want to make. You've decided who you want to be, where you want to be. You literally change your identity. You want to be who you want to be. It becomes more in tune with where you are. I'm not very good at saying this on the TV. I'm better at saying it in real life. I think I sounded a bit like Matthew Corbett then. It's all good. Yes, but anyway, so after you shift that state, once you get in that lifeboat, then you start to live it. Okay, then you can throw life rafts out for everybody else. You You can still be there for people. You can still want to help people, but you're in control of your lifeboat and where you are in your life. And it's something that you've got to get up every day and say, okay, I'm not going to that person's house today. I'm not gonna stay in this job that no longer serves me. I'm not going to keep giving bits of myself away. This is a huge thing for people. People are always giving little bits of themselves away. And the more you chip away at yourself, then there's literally nothing left. So if you are feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or like constantly fighting life, don't ask what is wrong with me. Don't blame yourself. It's not wrong with you, but ask yourself, what patterns am I still feeding into? What am I still doing with these patterns? Then you stop feeding the patterns and your life starts responding differently. Once you stop picking up the phone to people that you don't actually really want to talk to, they will stop phoning you. And like I said, I know it sounds harsh, but if you really don't want to talk to them, then why do you keep giving yourself away? You could be writing a best-selling novel with that hour on the phone that you could be on to them. Ask yourself, would they be doing the same for you? 9 times out of 10, they possibly won't be. So don't keep giving yourself away. Recognize the patterns that you are in and try and make a way out of these cycles. So let me know in the comments what patterns you notice in your life, and I would love to hear from you. So you see it, you feel it, you face it, you shift it, and then you live it. Okay, that is my Black Swan process. So thank you for listening, and drop some things in the comments. Bye.